Kol Halal, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Racha Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, as well as honor to the men under the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and those who hope to be of that number. Crown live, as Brits face needing third pharmacia this year amid fears over variant. Article put up 8th of February 2021, so article put up yesterday. Now M00SE is the minister of the Max minister, forced to defend the Max. After the Max, the Ox, Astra, Vaux, Sen, Max effectiveness against the South African Crown variant was not high enough, should I say. South Africa has suspended the rollout of the British designed pharmacia to healthcare staff following the results, which have yet to be peer reviewed. Mr. Zahawi, Max Minister, urged the public to keep faith. Remember, trust goes back to the word faith. So in other words, he's telling you to trust the pharmacia. This is a pharmacia that has abortion-derived fetal cells. As scientists work on the Max raised the prospect of having a booster dose available by the autumn. So mad scientists, you have these physicians of value, most of which telling you, these physicians of value telling you to take this pharmacia, which goes against the scriptures. You can check out the videos of brothers. I've done videos, bringing scriptures out, precept upon precept, line upon line, showing you it goes against scriptures. For instance, it's not found in your temple. Don't go, not kind of cooling in the flesh. Scriptures say, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Remember, the Max cannot stop transmission or contraction. You can still pass it on, or you can still get it, even if you take the Max. So it really can't protect it. All it can do is reduce the severe symptoms of Crown. I also want to get this. It's some more PCR testing. The Manchester postcodes where residents and workers should now get a test after new Crown variant found. Thousands of people in and around Moorside will be offered immediate PCR Crown tests. Now these PCR tests, the one from NHS, are being cycled at 45 cycles. At 17 cycles, the PCR has a 100% correct positive diagnosis, so it will tell you if you've actually got it, so long as it's sequenced afterwards, of course. So 100% correct diagnosis at 17 cycles. At around double the cycles, 33 cycles, it has a 20%. It drops from at 17 cycles, 100% correct diagnosis, to 33 cycles, 20% correct diagnosis. So there's an 8% percentage, 8% chance of you getting a false positive. At 45, you're gonna virtually be getting false positives. So they're unreliable, completely inaccurate, okay? This is the PDF document. I found a number of cycles the NHS is using for their PCR testing. Guidance and standard operating procedure. Crown virus testing in NHS laboratories. This guidance is correct at the time of publishing. Appendix 5, PHE Crown testing protocol if not using commercial assay. Let me get there. This is all I wanted. Pardon me, let me scroll. cycler, here it is. 45x cycles, 45 cycles. At 20% correct diagnosis of 45, is literally going to be less than 1% correct diagnosis. It's going to be closer to 0% than 1%. Completely useless, completely inaccurate. And these highly inaccurate, erroneous tests are the reason why there's a lot of crown cases, because they're diagnosing all these people who probably don't, who are more than likely don't actually have it. Moving on, and they're telling them to get these inaccurate tests. Thousands of people in and around Mossad will be offered immediate PCR crown tests. These high number of cases due to these inaccurate PCR tests being used, they don't sequence them to 45 cycles is going to be picking up any viral fragments, even dead viral fragments. So you may have had, a viral disease like influenza in times past, maybe a year or two ago. It picks that up and it's going to return positive. They're not going to sequence it to see if it returns positive, for SARS-CoV-2 or whatever variant of crown. They're just going to run with it and say, yeah, you tested positive for crown. Moral, never trust thine enemy. Thousands of people are to be offered immediate crown on, tests after a new variant of the virus was identified in the area. Man City Council will be inviting everyone living or working within an exact footprint for tests from tomorrow after 4 cases of a new strain were identified in 2 households on Mossad. The footprint includes most of Mossad and small parts of Wally Range, Home and Battlefield. Dedicated testing units are being made available in the area, and 6 teams of council staff, volunteers, councillors and community leaders will also begin door knocking to provide testing kits. Testing sites at Our Lady's RC Church on Raby Street and at the car park of the Goodwater Temple on Milton Street. A third is expected to be announced imminently. It follows similar programs in parts of Southport, Sefton, Bristol and the home counties. In recent weeks, and other variants were found. The tests will not be mandatory. Remember, mandatory means without option. So they're saying the tests will not be without option. So the tests will be optional. That's what they're saying. They're saying you've got the option to do the test when it gets offered to you, if you're in that area. The areas of Manchester where people will be tested. Additional search testing and sequencing is being deployed to targeted areas around Manchester in M14-4, M14-7, M15-5, M15-6, M16-7, M16-8, M16-8 where crown variant was found. That's how Sakia has been found. The full postcodes affected is listed below. Why use the PCR if it's that unreliable? Because it can boost the number of cases that they can put on the mainstream media outlets to justify these lockdowns. It's literally the sole reason for the justification of these lockdowns. Cases. And here's that little thingy. If you're in this area, they're basically offering you a test. And they're telling you the areas near, which are included as well. Oh wow, not reading that. But yeah, we'll leave it there. If particularly speak to Israelites, Yasharallah, we're not looking to take the pharmakia. And if you're not looking to take the pharmakia, why would you get the test? If you're in that area and you're offered it, speak to you Israelites, can't you refuse it? Just give it back to them. No thanks. I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully this video was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.